Oh man, what's going on, guys? Woo! Rough day. It's a tough video for me. It really is, just because it's something that it's been on my mind and I've kind of gone back and forth with for a long time. But as things change, we have to adhere, adapt, and overcome. So let's get into the video. Well, today's video is a topic that's been pretty heavy in the spotlight recently due to the YouTube monetization rule changes. I just kind of want to talk about a little bit about that, how it affects my channel, and some other things that kind of spurred some decisions that I'm going to have to make for the channel. First and foremost, before I start anything, I just want everyone to understand the channel is going nowhere. Nothing is going to change about the actual physical YouTube channel. I'm still going to bring content to you guys because I enjoy it thoroughly, and I'm not doing this for the money. But for those who haven't paid attention recently in the YouTube channel, maybe because you don't have a YouTube channel or you're just not aware, a lot of you probably already know this, but YouTube has recently changed their monetization rules. What that means is a lot of the smaller channels are getting demonetized because they're not reaching two distinct stipulations that YouTube is now asking for channels to be monetized. Number one is 1,000 subscribers, which I personally make. And the second requirement is 4,000 hours of watch time or 240,000 minutes of watch time, which unfortunately the last 2 years I haven't reached either year. 2 years ago I was posting 2 videos a week, going full steam ahead, which kind of had me bog out in the middle of winter because I ran out of videos. I got 208,000 minutes, which was, 240 is the minimum. And then last year I was like at 198 or something like that, 198,000. Because I was only posting essentially 1 video a week for the most part. So I don't quite make the second stipulation. So they sent me a message saying, hey, just letting you know in February you'll be losing your monetization of your channel. Which is fine, I get it. That's the YouTube rules. I'm using their service and I have to adhere to their rules. I'm sure they have specific reasons why they chose those numbers, whether the infrastructure and management costs to monitor that many AdSense accounts that aren't making really any money. It probably makes sense for them to do this because it just costs them more to monetize or to manage those accounts. Secondly, it probably gives them a little added security in the sense that people aren't just creating all these multiple YouTube accounts if they've made mistakes in the past, copyright errors. This kind of forces them to be a little bit more diligent in the things that they're doing on their channel to ensure that they're making sure they're not getting copyright strikes or any sort of community guideline strikes to their channel, because they know they can't just create a new one and get to those minimums. Because 240,000 minutes of watch time a year and at 1,000 subscribers, that's definitely a feat for most YouTube channels. Again, I've been doing this for 3 years now on this channel and I still haven't even reached that threshold. So really, there probably is multiple reasons why they're doing this, and I'm not gonna really concern myself with why they're doing it. I'm just understanding that now I have to overcome and adapt to the changes that have been made on YouTube. So I'm going to continue to bring the content. I may end up bumping to 2 videos a week next year. That's going to be my focus, just to see if I can try to get to that watch time minimum so that we can get remonetized. Again, I've never, ever, ever, ever wanted this channel to be about the money. That's not the case whatsoever. And I'm going to explain to you how I can prove to you that it's not the case here shortly. I can't tell you, and I'm sure you know if you do videos yourself, if you don't, how much time and effort it takes to post one YouTube video of decent quality. It takes a lot of time. I mean, you could be editing for days. It takes a lot of times to shoot the video, and then you could take days editing the video. Then you got to upload. Then you're trying to post the comments, which I love it. I enjoy it. So it's not like it's a job to me, but it's still very time consuming. So getting a little bit of money at no expense to my subscribers, just for them watching the videos, I think is an okay thing. It is what it is, right? We're losing the monetization. We'll get back there, I'm sure. We'll grow enough, we'll get the minutes, and we'll get back there. But recently it's tax time, so I sat down with my accountant because I received an AdSense check this year and I wanted to see how to approach reporting that income. And for those of you who don't understand, you have to reach at least a minimum threshold of $100 in your AdSense balance to be able to request a payout. Now let's see what kind of tax deductions you have, because technically when you receive money for a business, you're technically self-employed, you can claim some of the expenses that you've had. You know, whether you spent the motorcycle, whatever the case may be. So I was like, okay, let's go through, and I went through some of my receipts, and I was just kind of going with some things that I purchased in 2017, and I purchased the DJI Mavic. I purchased a Nikon D3200 with multiple lenses, extra batteries, chargers, shotgun mics, tripods, backpacks, all those accessories. I bought 2 GoPros and all the accessories and cases, mounts, etc. I bought a green screen. I bought a laptop. I spent $600 the year for the Adobe Suite because it's $53 a month times 12 is about $600. I could go on and on about the things that I've spent. Just right behind me, the smoke grenades for that one video of burning a tire. Also on top of all the maintenance to the bike, which I ended up not actually claiming because I didn't want to go overboard with my deductions. I tried to prevent maybe a potential audit, which I'm not. I'm perfectly comfortable with an audit. I just didn't want to slow the process down. All the added maintenance required to the bike, depreciation of the bike, technically all that is tax deductible. And I started going through all these things, and I think what I claimed ended up being about $6,000 this year that I spent on the channel alone for things specifically for the channel. And already this year, I've bought the new Canon 80D, 3 lenses, so we're talking close to $2 grand there. A new backpack for all the lenses. I bought a flash for the camera, which was $300 to bring better content to the channel in terms of social media, of Instagram. The reason I'm saying this is I'm spending so much money onto the channel and I'm not receiving next to anything back. And my accountant looked at me and he said, from a financial standpoint, this is pretty stupid. He's like, well, take a look at it. You've net lost close to $6,000 this year on this channel alone. And I looked at him, I said, I know, it's not about the money to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy it thoroughly. I love motorcycles. I love riding motorcycles. And I enjoy creating videos from that. And I love the interaction from my fans and my subscribers, and I just enjoy all the aspects of it. I enjoy editing and all that. It's like, I get that. I mean, most people have a lot of hobbies that they enjoy and they don't receive a lot of money. But have you ever considered doing other things to kind of help bring at least some of that revenue that you're spending back to the channel and getting some of that back? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've kicked it back and forth. There's a lot of other YouTube channels. They'll do merchandise, they'll do the Patreon thing. And etc. And he's like, well, why don't you do that kind of stuff? And I said, because I didn't want people to think I'm doing it for the money, because that's not what I'm doing it for. And he said, Derek, you're spending $6 grand on the channel. If you get a couple $100 back, you're still way in the negative. You're just not in that much of the negative. You're kind of just getting a little bit of the money that you're putting back into it back. That's still not being about the money. You're not trying to make money from the channel. And I kind of agree with what he's saying in the sense of, a lot of these channels are doing it because they're trying to make a living off of it. I have a very good job that I enjoy, that I make a very good income on, and it's not about the money for me. So I said, I had thought about it. I just don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. And he's like, I understand, but he's like, you should really consider it because financially, this is kind of silly. And I was like, I understand. Well, with that being said, so I filed my taxes and did all that, and so I moved on, and then literally, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, 2 days later, over the course of 2 days, I got messages from 2 different people, and their question was, hey, do you have any way that that people who want to support you can support you, whether it's a Patreon, maybe a PayPal donation like a lot of the Twitch streamers or something, and do they have anything that some people who want to genuinely support the channel and support their creator so that they can create better content can go to? And I said, no, I never wanted people to think that I was doing this for the money, because I'm not. So I never really created those. And they said, oh, okay, well, if you ever do, let us know, because I'd love to actually support the channel. So I sat down and I said, I support certain channels with a couple bucks every month. Maybe other people want to do the same. So with that being said, I know it's a long story. I did create a Patreon for my channel. If you want to support the channel, beyond just watching the videos, beyond just playing the videos through, and you want to throw a couple bucks to me every month or a couple bucks, that's something that you want to genuinely do, please. If you don't have the income, I ask you not to do that, because the last thing I want is to take money from somebody who really needs that money. For me, who I'd appreciate that little extra cash every month, but I definitely don't need it by any stretch. So if you can't afford it, please, 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 please don't do it. But if you want to become a Patreon and you genuinely just enjoy the content that I bring to you and you just want to kind of support me a little more than just watching the videos, please go over there and become a patron. Then send me an email with your address, because I'd love to send you some extra swag or something, some stickers or something, just because I want you guys to understand that I'm not doing this for the money. A lot of like I said, all the money that I bring into the channel, I've been easily flipping back into trying to grow the channel and bring stuff to the channel. I will be creating a website this year, and then I'll be providing a store on there as well for some ThrottleLock gear for those who'd like to purchase ThrottleLock gear. Again, I'll make that stuff literally as affordable as possible, outside of just covering the cost that it costs to make the stuff and ship the stuff. Maybe make $1 or $2 on top of it, and I'll price it as affordable as I can. Again, this is just for people who want to support and represent the gear of the channel. I'm just going to make the avenue possible. If you don't support the channel and you don't have the extra money, please, please, please don't become a patron. Please, please, please don't buy the gear if you don't have the money. All I ask you to do is just watch the videos. Just watch the videos through the completion of the video, so that those and any other small channels that you are also subscribed to, watch to the video. If you're not into the video, bring up a new tab and let it finish out. Just give that to the content creator if that's what you want to do and you just don't have the money to support them. Just give them the watch time. Turn off if you have an ad blocker, turn off the ad blocker. Let them get the AdSense revenue if they're monetized. But if they're not monetized, just give them the full watch time, because again, we got to get to that 240,000 minute threshold on top of the 1,000 subscribers. So doing your part and just watching the video is more than enough if that's what you can provide. And if you are financially able to support and you don't want to, I'm not going to hold that against anybody. That's certainly your decision. If I'm just giving the avenue and opportunity, or people the opportunity who want to support the channel for whatever reason that they want, that opportunity is there. And that's pretty much what my accountant said. He's like, hey, you don't have to sit there and try to shove it down people's neck. But if people want to do that, you might as well give them that opportunity, that avenue. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, if you don't like the Patreon thing, and you just want to PayPal a couple, because I don't know if that's what you want to do. I also have I'll put a link in the description. I believe it's like paypal.me/ThrottleLockTV, and you can just send a donation that way too. That's entirely up to you. Again, I'm not asking anyone to do this. I'm just giving the avenue for those who have asked me to do that. So my dad always said, you need to adapt, improvise, and overcome. And that's kind of what I'm doing, in the sense that the channel's getting demonetized, so I'm not going to get any AdSense revenue for a while. So I'm just going to give other opportunities to kind of make that exact sort of money that I was that I've been putting back into the channel. Because again, I'll probably put close to another $5,000 to $10,000 into the channel again, and I have no expectations of making anywhere near that kind of money back. So I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. But every once in a while, it's nice to get a little bit of extra cash for the hard work that you're putting into. That's certainly an enjoyable thing too. I hope I'm not turning anyone away with this video. That's not my intention. I'm doing this because I genuinely have a passion for motorcycles, motor journalism, moto vlogging, motortaining, whatever you want to say. You got to kind of get with the times and understand where the community is based, and you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So I'm going to try to help diversify ThrottleLock TV with a little bit of merchandise, the Patreon opportunity, hopefully eventually the remonetization of the channel, and kind of add some different avenues of direction that the channel can kind of grow and get more popularity. If I make a couple bucks in the end, I think that's not too bad. But anyway, guys, that's all I really have. Thank you so very much. I can't tell you how genuinely appreciative I am of all my subscribers and fans. I've met several of you now in person, and you guys are great people. The whole community as a whole is fantastic. For the most part, every one of you guys is really, really all about the same thing. And the bike community in general is just all about helping each other and being there for each other and supporting each other. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you very much. This is why I do it, because I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy the ability to bring you guys content to hopefully better or brighten your day. Because I certainly go to YouTube to watch people who brighten my day and make me laugh and watch me joke. And I posted that video of me and Shorty Moto 2 up on the bike, and I can't tell you how many text messages I got of people saying that was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. you know, it brightened up my day, and that means so very much, and I hope it brightened up your day. But with that being said, guys, I don't want to take too much more of your time. Thanks for watching the video so very much. Please leave me a comment with what you guys think. I hope I didn't turn too many of you off, because that's not my intentions at all. As always, guys, if you're out there riding, I hate you because it's 10 degrees here. But no, but seriously, stay safe out there, because there is family and friends and everything that want to see you home every night. Stay safe, keep that rubber side down. Don't forget to enjoy the moment, and until the next video, we'll catch you guys later.